Good evening, everyone. Just 1 second. So, good evening, everyone, and we'll be starting with this session in like next 1 minute. Let everyone join. So, before we begin, I hope you all are able to see my screen and hear me as well. Just type I can in your chat box if you're able to see my screen and hear me. Type I can in your chat box on the right if you're able to see my screen and hear me. I hope there is no internet issue. Okay. Right. So, okay, you are facing some issues. Just 1 second. Let me do one thing. Let me switch off my webcam so that there is no internet related issue. Just 1 second. Right. I hope it is fine now. Right. So I welcome you all again, and we will be continuing with search engine optimization module, and I'll be your coach for this session. Right. So let me just 1 minute. Yep. Yep. So before we begin, let us get to know each other first. So I request you all in one line, just tell me what exactly do you do. Just type it in the chat box. Just introduce yourself in one line. If you're a student, if you're a business professional, or you are, okay. Okay, Sarthak is working as a marketing and a sales professional in Colombia. All right. Rashmi is into business service. Uno Iqbal is businessman. Okay, great. So Abhinav is a French analyst. All right. Okay, Sugam is into sales and marketing.
Sugam is into sales. Will you please fix your
Sorry, just come again.
your mic is having an echo?
Having an echo. Just 1 second. Okay, I hope it is better. I hope it is not, there is no echo right now. Guys, can you all hear me? Is it better? Just type yes in your chat box. Okay, superb. So just Uno, just do one thing, just restart your webinar. I'll just write as well. Just 1 second if you're not able to hear me. Okay. Yeah, so Tejas is into, he's a co-founder of Red Seal Motion Pictures. He's into video production company. Great. So I appreciate you all. Just introduce yourself. What exactly do you do? Okay, Nida is into MBA. She's pursuing, or she has completed MBA in marketing. Great. From Mumbai. Okay, great. Superb. And Partha is into DM, is a digital marketing campaign developer in Adobe. Great, nice to meet you all. Okay, great. Just type in your chat box. It's a great honor to be here with you guys. I can see multiple people with different genre. Okay, great. Vipul is into business. Great, great, great. So Pramod is into his in Toshiba. Okay, nice. Pragya is completed her MBA. Ratnash is into ad agency. Great, Ratnesh. So, okay, Sahal works with ICICI. Great, nice. Great, great, great. So I appreciate you all. Just you can write down in your chat box. Great. So it's nice. It's so nice to meet you all over here. So before we begin, let's. Okay, Shrishti is a student. Great, nice. Khadeja is a PhD in marketing. Great, great, great. Nice, nice to meet you all. Shrishti is a okay, great, right. So it's a pleasure to meet you all from different varied background. So let me introduce myself. I'll walk you through over here. Yep. My name is Rahul Bhaumik, and I'm your coach. And it's been almost couple of years in this industry, almost 8+ years in this industry, in this domain. Not only digital marketing, I have been with multiple companies like Samsung, TOI, Delhi Airport, and also been like running my own digital agency. And it's been like many years that I am into this domain, not only digital marketing, but yes, it's an integrated thing, traditional plus digital marketing. It's been a great journey, and so on and so forth. I'm into training right now, so I'm just following my passion. That's the reason I'm into this particular sector, and I'm stuck to this, right? So it's been a great journey so far and so forth, and digital is gonna grow day by day, right? So that was my journey. Let's now begin with this session, and let's get hold and understand what exactly you can take out of this module, right? So before we start search engine optimization, I request you all, I'll be taking, right, just 1 second. So I request you all, whenever you're having any query, just mention it in your chat box. Don't ping me in between. I'll be taking a separate query session, and in that query session I'll be picking all the queries whatever you are asking. So I request you all in the beginning, don't ping me in between whenever I'm like starting any metric or any module, right? So I'll take up a query session after everything whatever I discuss, right? So we will be proceeding with two things. One is theoretical, as well as I'll be connecting it with practical section, right? And after that, we'll be directly going through multiple phases of search engine optimization, right? So stay with it. Whatever queries you have, just jot it down in your notepad, and after that we'll be discussing that, right? So I hope you all are excited to understand and to learn search engine optimization. Just type bio in your chat box. Type bio, bring it on. Type bio in your chat box if you're excited to learn search engine optimization. Oh, great, superb. I can see everyone is pumped up and everyone is like excited to learn this module. Now, without wasting any time, let's start this module now. Right. Guys, just hold on for half a minute. Just hold on. Right, so now let's start with this. Just 1 second. Right, search engine optimization. So before we move into search engine optimization, we also call it SEO. So I'll be using a couple of jargon over here. We'll be also discussing few things related to that. So before we move into this SEO related thing, let's discuss few things about search engine, right? So as you all know that we have multiple types of search engine, let's get into the history of search engine and let's discuss from there and then. So search engine, we have multiple search engine as you all know. So coming over here, I'll just share this link as well with you guys in the chat box. Just 1 second. Yep. Right. So talking about search engine is a portal where everyone is searching, and related to that, we get to see certain results over there, right? Basically, we see two types of results on search engine. One is your ads, second one is your SEO result. So before talking and getting into all that stuff, let's discuss a couple of things about search engine. So search engine, this genre, this sector was like actually born in 1992 and 1993. There and then couple of multiple search engines have been in picture. So the first search engine which came in place was Excite, and it was just a university project, and there and then this particular search engine element was started. And after that, Yahoo came into picture. It established in 1994. After that, web crawler came in picture again in 1994. Then Lycos was born in 1994 again. Again, it was also with a similar thing. And after that, Infoseek came in picture. Can anybody tell me, like, when Google was born? In your chat box, just let me know when Google was born. Not 2002. It was not born in 2002. Not 2004. I'll just tell you. Right. So it was not a major project. To like Google was just a school project, kind of an university project, and it was born there and then it was like full-fledgedly introduced in the next year. So I can see few answers. 2005, no, not 1998 as well. You can say you are close, Pragya. Right, I'll tell you, just hold on. Then let's discuss. After Infoseek, there was Alta Vista, which was introduced in 1995. And Inktomi was also born in 1996. And see, Ask.com was also there. And here comes your Google. Right, 1997. It was basically founded in 1998, but it was a university project which was born in 1997. And it was a school project, university project in Stanford University by two people. One is Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They were the person who were the man behind Google, and they are as well. Right after that, MSN came in picture in 1998, and Overture followed by all the web. So these were couple of like the multiple search engines which came in picture, and after 2000 no one like get into in this particular industry, and they were like doing multiple things over here, right? So then Google made its picture, made its presence. I would say monopoly was there for Google till now, and Google is like over the top, right? So this was the journey of search engine. So now let's move and understand the purpose of search engine. So what is the purpose of search engine? What do you think? Why do we use search engine in business? Can anybody tell me in your chat box? Why do we use search engine in business? Okay, information. All right. So I can see information. Okay, to rank our website higher, Jatin said, Pragya said, provide results. Okay, so mostly you guys are almost, you guys almost gave the right answer. Right. The purpose of search engine is any user comes over there, they search for their queries or information, and you get to see certain websites over there. Right. So as a marketer, as a businessman, our purpose is you need to show your website on the top of the page of search engine, right? That's why we do two things over here. One is your ads, which we run from a tool called Google Ads, and the second one is your SEO, right? So here we'll be learning about SEO. In ads we are paying to Google, and in SEO you are, what do you think, like SEO is free or paid? Just type it in your chat box. Okay, Shrishti, Partha said free, they just said both. Okay, partially free. Right, so basically the process is free, but we used to give some money in between as well. So there are, I won't say it's completely free, it's partially free, right? So we have to pay as well to get our ranking on the first page of Google, because no one goes to the second or third page. So if I talk about search engine Google, there are more than 2 trillion searches on daily basis, right? More than 2 trillion searches. So the benefit of SEO is you have to appear on the first page every now and then. Every business should have to be there on the first page. That is the sole purpose of doing SEO. Yeah, tools as well, but there are certain things apart from tools, Abhishek. Right. So talking about SEO, let's get into this and let's understand what all metrics are important in SEO, what all things we need to take care of in SEO, and how exactly the SEO thing works, and what we need to focus over here majorly. So let's now understand that how this thing actually works, and how this, how Google, what is the algorithm of Google, how they rank websites, and how they make you all come on the first page of Google, right? So I'll take an example over here. So let's say I'm looking out for sunglasses, I'm willing to buy a sunglass. So what would I search for on Google? I would type something like buy sunglasses online, right? So let's type buy sunglasses online. Yep. So I get to see some results over here. So this is known as SERP, Search Engine Result Page. So we call it SERP, Search Engine Results Page. Right. We get to see two types of results over here. One is the ads. There are mainly three types of results in this particular portal. One is your ads. Second one is your SEO. But in ads, there is two bifurcation. One is your shopping ads, which you can see over here in front of you. These are the sponsored ad, and the second one is your search ads, right? So you can see this AD written over here, just in front of this results. So this is an advertisement. This is a search ad. I hope you all know. This is a shopping ad, which you can see over here in the beginning. And after that, whatever results you see, which I'm highlighting right now, is SEO, right? So apart from ads, you get to see these results. So these are all SEO, right? Search engine optimization results. So our purpose is to come on the first page of Google for this particular keyword of whatever our audience is searching on Google. Now I'll make it more clear by making you understand how this algorithm actually works, right? So I'll take an example over here which is coming in front of us. One is Lenskart and one is Myntra. Right, these two are the top brands who are selling, right? So these are the brands which are coming in front of us, and these are the advertisements of Lenskart running over here, their shopping advertisement, right? So how Lenskart and why Lenskart is coming over the top, and what is the process they are coming over at the top? Let's see, let's take an example that Lenskart is not running SEO, or they are not doing SEO on their website. Let's assume they are on the 50th or any page of Google. Let's say like they are on the 20th page of Google. Let's assume that they are not doing any SEO, they are not doing anything, and how they will come up on the first page for any particular query which a user is searching over here in this search box, right? So they will begin with SEO, and by the time, just not like if I compare SEO with the ads are quick, they are real quick. You have to push in money, you are appearing on the first page in maybe an hour or two. But in SEO it takes time, right? In SEO it takes time to come on the first page, right? So let's assume Lenskart is on the 20th page of Google. They are on the 20th page of Google right now. How they will come on the first page? There is an algorithm behind it. So let's discuss that algorithm. I'm entering buy sunglass online. I get to see thousands of results over here. There is approximately this much number of result in front of you, right? So you can see this much number of results. Can anybody tell me, are these results the website or what? Can anybody tell me what are these results? Okay, so links, as I'm seeing links, websites, there are web pages and links. Okay, what about others? Guys, make this session interactive, because if you don't ask queries, you are like losing at your end. Take the most out of this session. Just type it in your chat box. I'll be happy to answer. Don't take it that I am your trainer. Take me as a friend. You can ask anything related to topic. Okay, keyword match, not ads. Uh, okay, all right. So basically, I have entered. Yeah, okay. So I have entered buy sunglass online, right? So I have entered buy sunglass online. What does this means? This keyword buy sunglass online is, let's assume there are 1000 websites, and on those 1000 websites this particular keyword buy sunglass online has been used this much number of times, right? Maybe in one website it was used 100 times, right? This word you was there on their content for, let's say, 100 or 200 times, right? Maybe in one page, maybe in 10 pages, maybe in 20 pages. So basically these are the number of times this buy sunglass keyword has been used on your website. So let's assume there are 1000 websites which are having this keyword on them on their content, right? So that means Google, what do you think, like when we create a website, will Google automatically show our website on Google? Yes or no? Okay, Vipul said no, Abhinav said no, Partha said no. Okay, Sahil said no, Abhishek said yes. Okay, so I'm asking, when you create your website, will it automatically come on Google search engine? Yes or no? Okay, so few, quite like few answers which I'm getting is yes, few of them are no. Yes. So Pramod, you're saying depends on the keywords. Absolutely, it depends on keywords as well. One of the metric. So I would. So it's again a partial answer because it happens in two ways. One is, if you are not doing SEO, then what Google will do, they will partially crawl your website and save your website on their search engine, maybe one or two pages. But that is like rare, right? You guys can search your website over here. If it appears over here, you'll be able to see it. But when you do SEO in a proper way, what you are telling Google that come on my website and crawl and save each and everything so that you can save on your database. So this is just a database which is voice is gone. 1 second. Okay, just one moment. I hope it is better now. Can you guys hear me? Okay, great, super. So guys, if you're like, my internet is perfectly fine, I can see it over here as well. Just check it at your end. If you're facing some issues, just restart your webinar. That's the only solution I can recommend. Let me write as well. Okay, right. So what I was telling you, that Google, when you create your website, Google will not completely save your website on their database. This is just a database. The results you are seeing in 0.55 seconds, this is Google's database, right? There is, just like you save your website in some web hosting server, they also have their like great amount of servers which are working perfectly fine, and they are globally established, right? So what we have to do, we have to tell Google to come on our website, and Google will then come and check our website that we are SEO compatible, and it will show on the search engine, right? If you are doing SEO properly in a great way, then what will happen, your chances are appearing for any particular keyword on the first page are more comparatively if you are not doing SEO, right? That's how we differentiate when we plan up the SEO related thing. So talking about SEO, we need to, like, the soulful purpose of any company doing SEO is you have to have some keywords which user is searching. So the first and the solely purpose is we need to figure out the keywords. We'll be going through how we have to analyze keywords for SEO. We'll be understanding that, and after that, we'll be beginning with this proper module in a practical way as well, right? So the first purpose in SEO is you need to have a website, first thing. Second purpose, you need to appear on the Google search engine, right? We have a portal to do that. That portal is known as Webmaster, but the name was changed to Search Console. So this is a tool given by Google to invite them on our website so that Google saves each and everything on their portal, right? So this is a short glimpse how this SEO works. Now let's understand in a better way. We were comparing Lenskart. Let's go and take that example. So why Lenskart is coming on the first page, right? So whenever you do SEO, Either you come on first page if you are performing SEO in a better way, either you come on the 50th page or 100th page, right? So that totally depends what type and what level of SEO you are doing. The first and the major important thing, how and why Lenskart is coming over the top is Lenskart is performing SEO. They are coming on the first page. But how they are coming? So let's take an example of this. The first thing which you need to take care of here is there are majorly few techniques which you need to implement over here. In SEO, there are majorly few techniques to come on the first page whenever you begin your SEO. And what are those techniques? Let's understand that. So majorly, if I tell you, there are three types of techniques which are there whenever you are beginning with SEO. The first technique is white hat technique. The second technique is gray hat technique. And the third technique to do SEO is black hat technique, right? So these are the three types of technique which are there in SEO. Whenever you are starting with SEO, you need to think of these three techniques and you have to move ahead with your SEO journey. What are these techniques? So as I said, Lenskart is coming on the first page. Let's assume Lenskart is currently on 20th page, right? So they are just beginning with SEO, how they will proceed. So if Lenskart can use any of these three techniques, either white hat, either gray hat, either black hat, right? So what is white hat, what is gray hat, what is black hat? Let's understand that in a proper way. So what is white hat technique? What Google has done, they have asked people who are doing SEO to use white hat technique. They have given us some norms, they have given us some terms and condition. If you're following those terms and condition, you are doing white hat technique. You are doing SEO in a proper way, what Google has told us, and your website will rank on the first page. But what happens in white hat technique? If you're following everything in a proper way, then Google will make your website from like Lenskart website. We are taking example of Lenskart. Google will pick the Lenskart website from 20th page to the first page, right? And in how much time? Basically, they will take somewhere around 5 to 7 months if you are doing SEO for the first time on a new domain, right? On a new domain, on a new website, if you're doing SEO, it will take approximately 5 to 7 months to come on the first page. So we are assuming Lenskart is not doing SEO right now, right? So over here, you need to figure out that you have to come on the first page, but if you are doing white hat, then it will take 5 to 7 months from 20th page to first page. It will come on 18th page, then 15th, then 10th, then 9th, then eventually it will come on the first page. So this is a time taking process in white hat, right? So in any which case, if you are doing SEO for the first time on any new domain, it will take time, like from 4 to 7 months. I can take from 3 to 7 months as well. Depends on what type of niche you are playing, what type of keywords you are playing. There are several parameters which includes whenever you are doing these three techniques. Now, what happens in the next technique? So I'll take gray hat later on. I'll come up with black hat. So black hat, as the name you can see, some black magic is going to happen. Yes, it is something like that only. So basically, what you are facing over here in black hat technique, you are not following what Google has told you. You are not following those norms and conditions and terms and conditions which Google has told you in white hat technique. You are going against that, right? So what happens in black hat technique? You are not following what Google has told you. Eventually, what is happening? You are following some hacks and you are following some things which Google has banned. right? So Google has told you not to use these techniques, but again, this is not illegal, but this is a banned technique, black hat SEO, right? But eventually, people and companies have to do it because just how and why we have to do it, because it will make your website, which was there on the 20th page, to come on the first page in less time. What is that less time? It might at times take only 2 hours, or it might also take maybe 10 days or maybe 15 days. So see the difference. Black hat techniques, right? If you're using these techniques, then you're going against Google. So this is what I am explaining, Abhishek, that black hat techniques are those techniques which Google has banned, right? They are not illegal, but they are banned. Google has told us, if I compare between black hat and white hat is a white label technique, which is like what Google has told us, that you have to follow this, you have to do this on your website, you have to do that on your website. We'll be learning what we have to do. Just I'm making you aware how things actually work. We'll be learning what exactly is there in these techniques. Right. So in black hat technique, it takes less time. But if Google gets to know that you are using these black hat technique, then they might ban your website as well. And eventually your website will never come on the first page. But you don't have to worry. There are some tactics and secrets which you guys will be learning in your fourth course, which is specifically for black hat techniques. Right. So there you'll be learning about some black hat techniques over here, and I'll also be briefing you about some black hat techniques. So one or two black hat techniques. So yeah, so we'll be coming over that. Just take a note of this. I'm just giving you an overview. Don't like pop into how we have to do it. I'll be telling you guys, be patient. We have multiple classes to learn and understand. I can't tell you in this session. First, let's understand how this SEO works, then come up with your questions, right? So I can see few queries, right? Let me first cover gray hat, then I'll come to all the queries. Just hold on for your queries. Just take a note of your queries. I'll be picking it. Now let's talk about gray hat technique. What is gray hat technique? So basically, gray hat technique is nothing, right? So people have just given a term. Basically, it's a mixture of white hat and it's a mixture of black hat technique. So eventually, people are using both the things to come on the first page of Google. In gray hat technique, what happens? Your website might appear in, let's say, maybe in 10, maybe 20 days, or maybe it might also appear in like 2 to 3 months as well. So it's quite like the results are quite impressive compared to white hat technique, right? It's kind of a mixture. People do white hat for 1 month, then people do black hat technique, then maybe white hat. That's how the mixture works. We'll be discussing and learning about that. So these three parameters includes, like, they are the base of SEO. You need to pick. See, SEO is not a minute job, right? It's a long term thing. You have to give at least 6 to 12 months to SEO to rank on the first page, right? So it's not a minute thing that you are done and your ads are something like ads. You're quickly running your ads, getting it approved, and you're getting results. Nothing like that. But SEO is for long term. If you're doing on a recurring basis, right? So I hope I am clear with this. Just type clear in your chat box. If you have any queries, I'm good to answer. Just type clear in your chat box if you understood white hat, gray hat, and black hat. Okay, so I can see one query. Can you give example? Okay, you asked it previously. Abhishek, basically, we will be covering SEO, black hat SEO, don't worry. And Vipul, if many of them use black hat, then who will stay at number 1 page? So not everyone is doing SEO, Vipul. How this thing actually works, basically, eventually big brands are not doing black hat techniques most of the times. Right. So these are basically an internal part of whatever you are doing. So we'll be under, like when will be implementing this, I'll be showing you a practical example how Blackhead works. I'll be showing you one or two couple of examples how SEO works, and we'll be doing it practically on our website. So don't worry about the examples. Yeah, Yogesh, I'll do that. I'll give you a brief. It's a simple step. Basically, talking about Lenskart, let's take an example of this. Lenskart is on the 20th page. They are not on the first page. So purpose of doing SEO to come on the first page, right? Everyone knows. But Lenskart is on the 20th page. If they want to come on the first page, then they have to use these three techniques. So these are the base of SEO. One is whitehead technique, one is gray hat, one is black hat. So if Lenskart is using whitehead technique, it will come on first page if that is a new domain. I'm assuming Lenskart is a new domain. Don't go with the brand. Lenskart is a new domain. It will take 5 to 7 months for every new domain. And what is white hat? You are following what Google has told us. You are following all the algorithm what Google has told us, and accordingly your website is coming on the first page. So it takes time from 18th, 15th to 10th, and then to 5th, and then to the first page. Slowly and steadily it comes, and it takes time. If you're doing SEO in a proper way, then you can come on the first page. What is gray hat? It is a mixture of white hat and black hat. We'll come to that. What is black hat? Black hat is you're not following what Google has told. Here in white hat technique, Google has told us to follow certain things. We are not following that, and we are using some black hat things. We are using some tricks and secrets to make our website come on the first page fast, like steadily fast, right? It might take 2 hours, it might take 10-15 days, wherein in white hat it is taking 5 to 7 months. Eventually the duration of making our website to come on the first page is eventually less. And gray hat is a mixture of both white hat and black hat. I hope it is clear now. Yogesh and other people. Okay. Parul is saying, okay. Abhishek is saying algorithm are constantly changing. How we can know just changes? Great question, Abhishek. I was coming to that only. Algorithms are changing to stay updated. So coming, what is this algorithm? What exactly is algorithm? Let's understand that first, because most of the people who are over here, they don't know what is algorithm. What is Google algorithm? What is Google algorithm? As you all know now that Google has stated that we have some whitehead technique. If everyone is following whitehead technique, then Google does not have to launch the algorithm, right? What is algorithm? Why algorithm changes every time? Because of these people, black hat people. Google sees every website now and then to check whether they are doing black hat or not, right? And whenever they see that someone is doing this particular thing, this is called a bug, right? They have to improve that bug. So that's the reason Google has, like, they check and update each and everything, and they remove that bug so that anyone else can't do that black hat technique, or any other particular bug is there on their portal. They remove it with the help of algorithm changes. So you can stay updated by going to this website, Moz.com. They are the number one platform to so I have shared the link, Moz.com/Google algorithm. Whenever they update something, you get to see over here in this particular section, right? So there are plenty of updates on Google. As you can see, on May update something, there is a Flux algorithm which came in picture. They started with multiple algorithm, Penguin update, Panda update. It's all about, like, whenever they see multiple bugs, they update it on Google search engine, right? And you can see all those update over here. Whenever something is being updated, you get to see on this portal. So latest update was this one on May 2020. This was a core update. So Google announced another core update, and it was related to ranking, right? So we'll be discussing about all these stuff, how this thing is executed. So basically, what is an update or what is an algorithm change? They are basically changing their structure. They are fixing their bugs which are there on the search engine, and they are also saying that everyone is following the proper way of doing SEO, which is white hat technique. right? So why this algorithm change works? So that Google is like going for the long run, and whosoever is searching on Google, they are getting appropriate results, and accordingly they are taking the right decision, right? I hope I am clear with the algorithm change and these three techniques. I hope it is clear now. Just type yes in your chat box, and I have also shared the link to stay updated for all the algorithm change. Okay, great, 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 superb. Right, so but yes, Abhishek, I'll do that. So to stay, what is algorithm? Google has told you that to use whitehead technique, they have given some norms and condition that you guys have to follow whitehead techniques, right? Basically, simple terms and condition you guys have to follow, right? This is what Google has told us. Eventually, if anyone is doing or not following those algorithms, they come under either gray hat or either black hat, right? So when Google checks the multiple websites that whether they are doing gray hat or black hat, they check and analyze that bug, that what they are doing, what are the black things or some black world activities they are doing. And when they figure out that thing, they mark it as the algorithm update. So that's the reason they change the algorithm. So basically, yeah, so basically the algorithm update is, there is no basic difference. Basically, just like you download an app in your cell phone. I'll give you a rough example. When you download a mobile application, let's say WhatsApp on your phone. So every time, let's say you are using it for 1 month. So after 1 month, they give you an update that we have changed this. Similarly, Google does this in a same way, that they give you an algorithm update that we have changed this thing. We have removed all the black hat related things, and we are back in track. So that when user is searching on Google, they are getting relevant and appropriate result. By using black hat technique, what people were doing, they were showing something to users, right? So let's say someone is searching for buy sunglass online, and what I am showing a contact lens. that's that will eventually give bad results to people who are searching on Google, obviously. So Google won't want that anyone who is searching on their platform, they get bad result or maybe irrelevant result. So that's the reason they change the algorithm frequently, right? I hope I have made you clear, right? Now, to do these things, to do white hat, gray hat, and black hat, there are two major things which people, everyone does, right? Not me, not you guys, everyone in this globe does for SEO. They use any technique, whether they are using white hat technique, whether they are using gray hat, whether they are using black hat technique. So eventually, you have to perform these two things. And what are these two things? The first thing is on page optimization, and the second technique is off page optimization. I'll write the short form, right? So these are the two major things which we eventually do whenever we are picking any of these three techniques. So let's say I picked whitehead technique. We are following a proper procedure, we are following what Google has told us in a proper way. Then also we have to do on page and off page, whether you are doing black hat or gray hat, they are basically in between these on page and off page strategies, right? So whenever if someone tells you that what you will do in SEO, how you will do SEO, you have to tell them we will be performing on page optimization and will be performing off page optimization, as simple as that. So basically what happens in on page and off page optimization? In on page optimization, eventually what happens, as you can see, the name says on pages. So on, what does on pages means? So basically this is on your website, right? In all your pages, website or maybe pages or landing pages. So in SEO, there is a hard and fast rule, you take it or not, you have to perform SEO with all your pages. So let's say I have 10 pages which are relevant, which are selling any product or service, I have to do SEO. For example, this is a Lenskart website. So this is, as I told you, that Lenskart is coming on the first page. Let's go here. So this is the sunglass page link of Lenskart, right? So you get to see all the sunglasses in this page. So what is happening eventually, they are performing SEO on their sunglass page. So that means this keyword, buy sunglass online, is there on their page, right? So if someone is searching for buy contact lens online, then what will happen? The contact lens will come over here. So let me type it, buy contact lens online. Then see, Lenskart's contact lens page is over here, right? Eventually, they are showing the contact lens page. If I have typed buy sunglass online and there is a contact lens page, then it is irrelevant. No one will go to my website, right? So that's how this thing works. You have to perform SEO on each and every page of your website, right? So that's our purpose. In on-page optimization, we have to take some process, we have to learn and understand some process which are there on our website, right? We have to actually perform SEO, or maybe you can say on-page optimization on our websites or on our pages. So basically this happens in two ways. Either eventually it happens in three ways, but I'll write two only. So either on your pages which you create on your website, either on the blogs which you create. And it also happens if you are having an e-commerce website. So on your products as well, you have to do SEO, so that whenever a user is searching, let's say I'm dealing with, let's say, mobile covers. So if someone is searching for iPhone, let's say iPhone 11 covers online, right? So I have to show them iPhone 11 page, right? So that's the purpose of on page. You have to perform SEO, or maybe you can call it on page, on each and every page. So basically what happens over here in your on page optimization, you have to perform such things so that you are making your website SEO ready. So what happens in on page? You are making your website SEO ready, so that we are following all the norms, we are following all the terms and conditions on our website which any search engine has told us, majorly Google, right? As we are performing SEO specifically for Google, right? So what happens over here, we are making our website look what Google has told us, to follow all the norms, to follow all the conditions. So as I told you, Lenskart is coming on the 20th page. To make it appear on the 20th page, you have to do on page, right? Because we have to make it ready first, then only Google will accept. So as I told you in the beginning, that there was a tool which is called Search Console, which wherein we invite Google on our website, and Google checks each and everything on our website, link by link, right? They go to one page, they go to another page. If they see you have performed everything in a proper way, they will approve it, and it will come on the search engine, not on the first page, right? Take my words, not on the first page. We haven't come on the first page till now. This is just making it SEO ready to come on, let's on 20th page, right? So Lenskart has to do on page optimization to come on the 20th page or 30th page, depending upon how Google is ranking them when they are just starting with SEO. Right. I hope I'm clear with on-page optimization. We'll be digging it deeper when we'll be moving ahead with the modules. I feel like it is clear. On-page optimization. Just type yes. Vipul, what's your issue? What exactly is stopping you? What you did not understood? On page optimization. See, again, I can't do anything, but I'll give you again an overview. What is on page? Whatever things we do on our pages, right? So whatever things we do on our website, that is on page, right? We, as Google has told us to follow each and everything, to follow each and every norm. So whatever we perform on our website, that is known as on page. So we have to perform, we have to do such things which Google has told us on each and every page. Just take that in your mark, right? We'll be discussing how things actually work in the further modules. We'll be talking about those things. So now, as we have like prepared our website to appear on the Google search engine, right, by doing on page optimization, now our purpose is to make it appear on the first page, right? That's what we are doing SEO for, right? After doing on page optimization, what you guys have to do, let's say it is now coming on the 20th page after doing on page optimization. On page does not provokes ranking, take this in mind. But we have to do, we have to make it SEO ready. Then to make your website rank on the first page, what do you guys have to do? You have to do off page optimization. What is off page optimization? Eventually what you have to guys do here, in simple layman language, what I would say, what is off page optimization? We usually call it traffic, right? Or in SEO language we call it backlinks, right? So there is major one thing. What is traffic? The number of people we are throwing to our website, or we are throwing to our pages, blogs, or e-commerce website where we have done on page optimization. So we were taking an example of Lenskart over here. Let's talk about Lenskart's sunglasses page. So now it is SEO ready, right? We have done on page optimization over here. So let's go to their page, right? So as you can see, we'll be discussing what all things are there in on page. So as you can see, now Lenskart is ready. We are done with their each and everything which is there on their website. We are sorted with each and everything which is there on their website. Now it's time to make it come on the first page. Let's assume this is on the 20th page right now. For that we have to do off page optimization. So what is off page optimization? We have to generate more and more amount of users on our website. We have to throw more, like huge number of users, or you can call it traffic, on our website from multiple sources. That process can be done in two ways: either organic, which is called free ways. We'll be discussing what are those free ways where we can get enormous amount of traffic, or you can call it backlinks as well. So backlinks or traffic is one of the same thing. So I'll just give you another example. What is backlink? Any link coming from back to your website. So let's assume you guys have my website. So this is my company's website. So you guys came on my website, right? So once you came over here on my website, you get to see one link over here, or maybe anywhere over here. So you clicked on that link, let's say on this portfolio. If you click on this portfolio, you go to another website. So basically, whatever website you are going to, that is getting a backlink, that is getting a backlink over here. Basically they are getting the traffic from my website, right? This is just a single example. This is just a simple example. So I'll give you another example. Let's talk about some big brands. Let's talk about Amazon. So on Amazon website, whenever you are coming, like say Amazon is doing off page SEO now, or let's talk about Lenskart only. Let's take that example which we are picking. So talking about the Lenskart website, this is the sunglass link which they have. This is their website link. So what Lenskart is doing, they have copied this link and they have started promoting it organically. Let's maybe some sunglass related blog. There is a huge blogger network where people are writing about sunglasses, and what Lenskart did over there, they mentioned a small article on that website, or maybe they have just commented on few of the comments which people are making on that website. What they are doing, they might just write, check out our new range of sunglasses, and they have given their link. What eventually Lenskart is getting, anyone who is reading that sunglass related blog, they see that Lenskart have a new range of sunglasses, they click on that link and they come to this particular website. So in return, what Lenskart is getting, traffic, or we can call it backlink. Any link coming from the back to your website is off page optimization, or we simply call it backlinks. So backlink means I have given that, Lenskart has given that link onto that particular XYZ blog, and from that blog Lenskart is generating a backlink, right? Eventually, in simple words, getting or generating traffic from any other website is basically backlink, right? So traffic backlink is a simple thing, but to do it we have to bifurcate into two things. So how Google ranks? Google will not only see that you are only getting traffic. They will not rank you on the first page. So currently Lenskart is on the 20th page. If you are generating more and more number of backlinks, that does not means you will be appearing on the first page of Google. You have to do multiple things to achieve that particular achievement, right? Which is like coming on the first page of Google, right? So eventually how Google, I'll give you an overview how Google ranks your website on the first page. They check each and every backlink you are getting and from which websites you are getting the traffic or backlink. So basically Google has categorized this into two ways. So what are those two ways? One way is quality of backlink and the second way is quantity of backlink. So Google has stated two types of thing. One is quality, what type of quality of backlinks you are getting, and the second type is what is the quantity of backlinks you are getting. I'll take a straightforward question like solution to this to make you guys understand what is quality and what is quantity. So let's assume Lenskart is like placing a link onto that small blog which is related to sunglasses, right? Lenskart is like giving their URL and writing something like check out our new range of sunglasses and giving this URL to that small blog which I have given as an example for backlinks, right? That was one way. That was a small blog from where Lenskart is getting that backlink or traffic. If Lenskart is doing the same thing with a bigger website, not with that small blog, let's talk about Lenskart is, let's say Amazon is having their blog, and what Lenskart has asked them that I want to write an article over there, maybe related to sunglasses, and they have placed their link that that article will be related to new range of sunglasses. They have tied up with Amazon. It might be a paid partnership, it might be a free partnership. Then what Amazon has done, they have written an article related to Lenskart and their new range of sunglasses on their website. Anyone who is reading Amazon's blog, they are clicking on that link and they are coming back to Lenskart. So how Google will differentiate both the things, that Amazon's blog or comparing it with that small XYZ blog related to sunglasses. Google will deem that Amazon blog into this quality bucket because Amazon is a renowned website. Any traffic or any backlink coming from Amazon to Lenskart is a quality traffic. Similarly, any traffic coming from that small sunglass related blog to Lenskart again is a quantity of traffic because that is not a renowned platform, that is not a huge brand, right? That's the basic difference between two of them. Quality is basically when you are generating traffic or backlinks from a good source, from a renowned source like Amazon or maybe a renowned portal or a website. Quantity of traffic is when you are generating backlinks from a small source, maybe a small website or maybe a small blog, right? So these are the two things which lets Google describe or differentiate, and then obviously Google will give relevance to quality of backlinks, right? Obviously, because that is a traffic coming from Amazon to your website. It's a big thing. I'll give you an example over here. Let's talk about some air conditioner brands. So there are two air conditioner brand. Let's say one is Daikin and the second one is O General. So Daikin and O Journal, they have tied up with Amazon. They have asked them that write an article about our AC only. And there was a small brand, let's say Lloyd or any other brand. Let's talk about there is a small brand, Reconnect or any other brand, right? So they haven't paid. What they will do, they will create a blog related to Daikin and O General ACs only, air conditioner only. And they will write all the pros and cons, maybe pros only, because this Daikin and General companies are paying to Amazon, right? It could be a paid partnership, it could be a free of cost thing as well. That's why people love to read blogs, and when they see a recommendation from a genuine brand, they eventually go and purchase that, right? So that's the benefit of having a quality link and comparison. Quantity is equally in proportion to quality of links, right? These both the things are equally proportion when we compare the quality and quantity of links. I hope it is clear. Just type yes in your chat box. I hope you understand about backlinks, quality and quantity. I hope I made this thing simple. Okay, great. I don't think so it is complicated, but once we'll be doing it, then you have to like focus it in a proper way. Great. Now I'll take an example and you'll be able to get that in an easy way. So I'll take the same example of Lenskart. Right. So now, as you can see, Lenskart and Myntra are coming on the first page over here. And Myntra is coming on the second number. So Lenskart is coming on the first rank, Myntra is coming on the second rank. So basically, while Lenskart is coming on the top, let's assume they have same traffic. They have same traffic. They have equal amount of traffic, which is equal amount of backlinks coming on their website, which is, let's assume they have 1000 traffic each. Can anybody tell me why Lenskart is coming on the top and why Myntra is coming on the second number? But they are, as I told you, they are having equal amount of traffic over here. They are using the same keyword, buy sunglass online, so keyword won't make any difference. Anybody? PPC is ads.
They're using kind of quality backlinks or something like that.
Correct. Right. So what is happening over here, as I have just told you, quality of backlinks. So we'll be connecting that over here. Just wait and watch. So what is happening over here? Why Lenskart is coming over the top and why Myntra is coming on the second number? Because of the backlinks. They were having equal amount of traffic, which is 1000. But let's assume why Lenskart is coming on the top, because they have quality traffic, which is, let's say, 700, and quantity traffic, which is, let's assume, 300 users. Similarly, Myntra is having a quality traffic of, let's say, 500 and quantity traffic of 500. But Lenskart is having more amount of quality traffic. That's the reason they are coming on the top over here and ranking on the first page. But because we can't control the quality and quantity of traffic, maybe I'm paying more to any brand, or maybe I'm doing in a free way. No one can meet the backlink ratio of any company. Obviously, let's say I am Lenskart, you guys are Myntra. Lenskart won't tell you that I am generating quality links from this company, right? Obviously, I can't tell you, I can't tell Myntra that I am doing SEO like this, obviously, right? So eventually they won't meet in one way. Either it will be more of a quality traffic, either it will be more of a quantity traffic. That depends how they are performing their off-page optimization, right? So that's the purpose. Are eventually focusing and coming on the first page, and we'll be learning and understanding multiple things, that how we can generate good amount of backlinks and how we can actually make our website come on the first page, right? We'll be learning and understanding about that how we can rank our website. There is no benchmark. Eventually, you can't stick to one platform. You have to try each and everything. There is no benchmark for either quality or quantity traffic. Quality is like, the more you are close to a brand, more you are getting links from good platforms which are renowned, which are branded, which Google knows they are everywhere, just like Amazon, just like Facebook, or maybe any other renowned portal. So there is no specific benchmark related to that. Right. So now let's understand how this algorithm works. So let's talk about the algorithm. Just 1 minute. This is what we'll be learning, Sarthak, how you'll be able to generate these backlinks. I'm just giving you an overview. I've just taken an Amazon's example, just by example. We'll be learning each and everything, but you should know the basics of SEO. That's the purpose of this first class. If you don't know the basics, then it will be a mess. I can't tell you everything in the first class, right? So it has to be step by step. So this was the major system which you guys need to perform. Now let's understand how Google actually ranks on the first page. So eventually there are few things which Google has told us that helps in our ranking thing. And what are those few things? You need to first understand the algorithm first, right? And what is that algorithm? I'll just write it down. Right, what are the base of algorithm, what are the basics of algorithm? That is the main thing over here, right? The first thing which Google does on your website is they start with crawling. Right, what is crawling? Crawling is basically you invite Google on your pages. They see whether you have done on page in a proper way or not. They see how much backlinks you are getting. Is the content appropriate according to what is there in their terms and condition? Are you using proper things, proper suggestions which Google has told you? If you are following each and everything in the crawling part, when Google comes on your website, they check page by page, they check links by link in the crawling thing. Whenever they have checked all the pages, whenever they have checked all the links, then the next thing they do is they start storing this thing. They start storing each and every link by link on your website to their search engine, right? So they store each and everything in their database, and eventually what happens, after they store, that website is visible. They are ready to visible, they are ready to get the visibility on Google, but till now they are not ranked. Google has just stored the website. They are not coming on, let's say, 20th page or any page. How they will come on the 20th page? Then Google will do the indexing part. In indexing, what Google does, they actually check each and everything in a deep aspect. When they store everything, everything is there on their portal. They check everything one by one, that are you performing on page in a better way? Or after that, what they check, they check the backlinks, they check the quality of backlinks, they check the quantity of backlinks, and there are hundreds of parameters which are there, which they go through, and eventually they end up with ranking part. Right, at the end they do the ranking after they have checked that this website is getting more amount of traffic, quality, they are good, getting good links, they are good, they are okay with each and everything. Then what they will do, they will rank that website for any particular specific keyword, just like Lenskart is ranking for this particular keyword, which is buy sunglass online on the first page, right? So that's the purpose, that's the whole algorithm which Google checks over here. Okay, so I'll just walk you through again. What is crawling? Crawling. So let's say I have a website which is this one. Right, now I'm ready with my on page, I'm doing off page now. So I'm doing it from like past 5 months now. My website is ready. What I'll ask Google in the first thing, the first state is I'll ask Google to crawl my website, this website. And once Google has done, what is crawling? They will go link by link, they will go to each and every page, they will go to each and every blog on my website. After Google has done, they will eventually store the website over here, right? They will store the website over here. So once Google has stored each and everything, whatever they have crawled, they will store it in their database over here, right? So they will store each and everything, each and every data, whatever they see on their website, they will store it. And then they will start the process of ranking, which is called indexing. What is indexing? They will check, are you doing on page in a better way? Are you doing off page in a better way or not? Once they have segregated, obviously those 1000 website which I have given an example for sunglasses, not all 1000 website will come on the first page. On the first page you only get to see 10 results, right? So to make those 10 results come on the first page, Google will do indexing from those 1000 website which are related to sunglasses. To appear on the first page, only 10 website will come. So those 10 websites are being checked in the stage of indexing. And after indexing, when Google has shortlisted all those 10 websites, they will rank those websites for any particular specific keyword which user is searching on Google. Now, I hope it is clear. Just type clear in your chat box. Just type clear. If you have any queries, you can just ask. I hope I have simplified this. No, dude, Google does not charge charges, like they don't have any charging or anything related to that. This whole thing is done free of cost. They are not charging anything. Yeah, so I'm open to queries now. I'm open to queries, whatever queries we have. You guys can just ask me related to this. And Pragya is saying, in what case Google bans the website? So as I told you, if you are using these black hat things, which I'll be telling you, if you're using these things and if you are going against the algorithm of Google, then there are more chances that Google will ban your website. And then if Google bans, then you won't be able to come on the first page of Google, right? You guys won't be able to come or appear on the first page of Google, and that will be a total mess for your brand as well, and that will be a loss for you as well, right? So over here, basically what happens, if you're using some black hat techniques, you have to do it in a proper way. You have to use you have to use those tactics which are being like, you simply have to spoof Google, I would say, right? So we will be using those techniques. I'll be making you understand a couple of techniques, and you'll be doing that in the fourth course. Okay, Ronak is asking, is this algorithm automated? Absolutely, Ronak. You just have to perform on-page and off-page optimization, and all the things are automated. these technique, the all the algorithms which I have told you how Google moves, everything is automated. And indexing, Vipul, indexing is simple, wherein Google checks. Just 1 second. Yeah, so indexing is basically Google will check when Google will crawl your website, they will store it. To rank your website on the first page, Google will do indexing. What they will exactly do on indexing, they will check each and everything which is there on page. They will see that are you using on page in a better way or not. After that, what they will do, they will then check the off page, which is the backlinks. Are you doing off page in a better way? Then whoever is doing in a better way, and according to what Google has told, they will rank on the top of the page. Pragya, like if the quality score is good in Blackhead, then it would not ban the website. No, it's not like that. If your quality is good, you are getting good, you are doing on page and off page in a better way. But still, if you're doing Blackhead techniques, but not in a proper way, you are doing it diligently and you are not focusing on like those tricks and tactics, then also Google can ban your website. So you have to do black hat in a proper way, and uh, that's how it works. You have to do it in a proper way. If still your on page and off page are doing like amazing, still if Google gets to see that you are using black hat and you are not spoofing Google, then again it will be a loss for you. And Tejas is asking, does algorithm affects indexing? Absolutely, it will affect indexing as well. If you're using some black hat, then if Google changes the algorithm, you have to do off-page optimization again. Yes, absolutely. But most of the times we can like we don't have to do for everything. We will be checking that. We'll be moving ahead when we'll be doing it practically. I'll be taking you all through this. Then Jatin is asking, on Google search result for buy sunglass online, why is there an ad at the bottom of the page? So I hope you have done Google ads, then you wouldn't have asked this question, Jatin. In Google ads and search ads, basically there are 7 types of ads which can appear for any particular keyword on the page. So there are 4 types of search ad at the top. This time there is no ad right now which is running. There is no ad at the top. But if you go at the bottom, there is only one ad. So 4 ads come on the top over here after shopping ads, and 3 ads come at the bottom. Currently only one ad is running. So you can see only one ad. Basically there is space for 7 ads on the page. I hope it is clear, Jatin. Welcome. All right, so I feel like I have answered all your queries, and I think so. The session is also, the time is also up. Anyhow, so I hope you have understood the basics of SEO and you have understood how SEO thing works. Okay, I have few questions. YouTube option optimization will be discussed. Yes, YouTube will be covered over here. Yes, Ronak, that will also be optimized. It will be covering it in video SEO. Don't worry about that. So we'll be going step by step. We'll be taking care of each and everything. Don't worry. Okay, great. Any other queries? Okay, great. So I hope you like this session and I hope you understand how this SEO works. Okay, great. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that you all like the session. So I request you all to fill out Okay, great. So I request you all to fill out this feedback session. I appreciate that you understood, but this was just the basic couple of modules. We'll be covering in depth of SEO and we'll be learning and understanding how this SEO works. We'll be talking about as well. So I request you all give a minute and click on this link I have shared in the chat box. Just give out the feedback and I'll appreciate you all. And following, we'll be moving ahead with the session. On most probably you have class on Thursday. We'll be covering further things in on 18th of June, which is Thursday. Okay, just type done once you are done. I will appreciate that. All right, so one more thing. I have a homework for you all. Just go and check once you're done filling this form. I'll tell you about the homework, what you guys have to do. I'll check whosoever has filled the form. I'll go through. I can see the results. I'll appreciate you all. Yep. So the homework which you guys have to do is you guys need to check whether your website is there on Google or not. How you guys can do that? Check what all pages you have on Google or not by clicking over here and entering something like this. Site colon then your domain name. You have to enter this and you guys can check is your website crawled by Google or not. So if your website is crawled, you'll be able to see it over here. It will appear over here. All the pages of your website will be there in this particular. You have to enter site colon and then your domain name over here, just like I have entered softbulls.com, and you'll be able to see whether your website is crawled by Google or not. If it's not crawled, it will show no results. If it's crawled, then it will show you the pages which are being crawled by Google. So this is your work. Just check it today and go through the SEO on page and off page process on your portal, on your LMS portal as well. And further to these, we'll be discussing about other things in our next session. Right, so see you guys in the next session. And Abhinav, no issues again. Just connect with the Divi support team. They will help you align that. I hope you should be ready with the website. Divi, contact Divi support team. They might give you some sessions related to website. Yeah, so don't worry. Just I'll ask all your whatever things are coming. Don't come up with queries right now. Okay, all right. So you might be have like moved ahead with the getting started session as well, wherein you were told about website designing. On WordPress, right? So just go through that, and we'll be discussing in our next session. And again, it was a great session with you guys. So see you guys in the next session on Thursday. Take care, bye bye, and stay safe. Try to be at home as much as possible. Appreciate that. So see you guys. Take care, bye bye. Welcome, welcome. See you guys. Bye bye. Take care.